God has a plan for your life. Jeremiah 23:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not harm you, to give you a future and a hope." God has a plan for every individual watching this video today. You need to start thinking and planning like God thinks and plans for you. His plans for your life is clear. Plans to prosper you and not harm you. What is harming you in life? Is it past failures? Is it regrets? Is it mistakes? Let go of these things. Let go of your past failures and disappointments. God still has a plan for your life. Romans 8:28, "And we know that all things work together for good to those who love God," regardless of what's going on in your life or what has happened in the past. God still has a plan for your life. All you need to do is trust in Him. You may say, "I have messed up a plan A," but God is so powerful, He can make plan B and even greater than plan A. Life is not fair, and God never promised that life would be fair. But what He did say is that He is a God of justice. That means He will make wrong things right, regardless of what you are going through right now. It may not seem fair. It may not be fair. But God will not waste your pain. He will make all things right. What you and I both know is that life is full of things that we don't want or like to happen to us. Disappointments, frustrations, betrayal, heartbreak. All these things are things that at one point in our lives we will experience, but God will not allow a difficulty to happen unless He is going to somehow use it to our benefit. Every closed door, every delay will work to your advantage in His plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you a future and a hope. Just look at all the unfair, unjust, negative things that happened in the life of Joseph. He went from being the favorite son to being betrayed by his brothers into slavery. He then went from slavery to being a household manager for Potiphar. Then he was sent into prison for a crime he did not commit. From prison to being the prison manager. And then he received an extended sentence. And then to finally becoming the second in command in Egypt. He literally went from being a slave, a prisoner, to the second most powerful man in the world at that time. And the news flash is, the same God that elevated Joseph is the same God that has promised you. I will make you the head and not the tail. The God that elevated Joseph has promised you that you shall be a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth his fruit in your season. Your leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever you shall prosper. In other words, everything you touch, everything you are associated with will flourish. The God that elevated Joseph said all things are possible for those who believe. Only believe God has a plan for your life.